Hey guys, today I want to answer a question. It's actually a question that I get asked a lot. Okay, and it has to do with how do I start healing if I'm still living with narcissistic family dynamics? Okay, so in other words, somebody has stumbled on information that someone in their family is a narcissist, and it could be a spouse, it could be a parent, it could be a sibling, and it doesn't matter, what role they are in. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you have to do or what's involved in starting to heal while you're still there. And it's such a good question because I think a lot of people think that the second you find out that somebody in your house is a malignant narcissist, you need to leave and go no contact. Now, obviously, ultimately, that's the goal, is to not have to be around anyone that is emotionally trying to destroy you, right? That's understandable. I'm having a bad hair day. Anyway, however, for many different reasons, people have to be in certain circumstances with narcissists, right? So how do you start healing? This video, I'm going to give you one tip, just one, just to give you something to start with. And the truth is that the answer would be different for every single person, right? There's no cookie cutter approach to working through this. So when it comes to you, to make it personal for you, ask yourself this question. If I was healed, right? If I was just being or living in harmony with my authentic self, what would I be doing differently? Okay, write that down. Now, it could be things like, I would be, going out more with my friends. I would be spending time in my passions. I would be taking some downtime. I would be exercising. I mean, it could be anything. Just take a moment if you're wanting to heal and you're working through this and you're still in a situation that you can't leave. That's the first step. What does it look like for you to be living as you despite them? And the way you start healing is learning how to live that even though you're still in those dynamics. Now, I want to say this has nothing to do with if the person's a psychopath and they are dangerous and your life is in danger, this is not the video for you. This video is referring to people that are malignant narcissists that are emotionally abusive. Not that I'm minimizing that. Okay, so what would you have to do to start doing those things? Now, I know that the first thing that a lot of you are thinking is, if I do that, they'll get mad. Okay, in the comment section, let me know if that thought went through your brain. At the thought of doing and just being yourself, was your first thought, oh, but then they're going to get mad? This is the first step in starting to break free of emotional enmeshment, or it's one of the first steps, okay? The truth is that if you're living with a malignant narcissist, you are no longer living as yourself. If you really think about your thoughts throughout the day, they aren't about what you need. What do I need? What do I feel? What would make me happy? No. They are 24/7 about, what do I have to do so that that person doesn't explode and have a temper tantrum? What do I have to say? If I read and this person catches me reading, I'm going to get in trouble. If I talk to a family member on the phone that's healthy, they're going to get mad. And you're constantly stopping yourself from doing things that you would love to do because the other person's going to get upset. It's interesting in my face-to-face coaching when I'm working with certain individuals. And again, when I'm working with individuals that are in relationships with emotional abusers, when I ask them, one of the first questions I always ask is, are you safe? Like, are you in any kind of danger? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, no, like, I know this person isn't going to touch me. I know I have no physical fear of this person. So then I ask them, I'm like, what are you afraid of? And they usually say, oh, that they're going to get mad. And then I say, and then what? And they'll say, they'll give me the silent treatment. And then what? They won't talk to me for a few days, or they'll just, scream or yell or just be unkind or rude. And when they actually start looking at the end result of what they're really afraid of, they realize that that's silly for them to give up who they are, their passions, their loves, the things that they love to do, especially when there's nothing wrong with those things, right? It makes no sense for them to get rid of them just so that this person doesn't give you the silent treatment. So the tiny tip, it's obviously this isn't a, do this and everything is fine video, but it is a place to start. Stop living your life. Stop sacrificing who you really are simply because somebody's going to get upset about it. You're making yourself responsible for somebody else's emotional state. The narcissist wants you to feel responsible for their emotional state. It's your fault if they're upset, but when they're happy, that's because they take credit for that. But you are always made to feel responsible and to blame for their unhappiness and for their anger. And the truth is that they are responsible. When you can start recognizing and allowing there to be two separate perspectives, then you start breaking enmeshment. And it does take time, so be patient with yourself. And again, there's a lot of other steps involved, but this is one place where you can begin.